Now look, today we've got a story that's turning heads across entertainment and sports media. That man Shannon Sharpe is being sued again. Yeah, he just came back from a whole situation and he's being sued again for $20 million for something that him and Chad Ochocinco said about a girl at an Usher concert. Can you believe that shit? Look, y'all sit back and relax and stay until the end of this episode because we about to dive right in. Welcome back to another episode of Eyes Low, Belly Full. As y'all know, this marks episode number 107. Okay, so let's back it up real quick. In April of 2025, a woman named Jimalita Tillman went to an Usher concert in London. And if you have seen Usher shows lately, you know he's been doing some things to women in the crowd as part of his performance. Well, at that concert in London, that woman Jimalita Tillman had her moment. And her moment with Usher went viral. I mean, people on social media was just speculating about who she was. And that's when Shannon Sharpe and Chad Ochocinco jumped in on their Nightcap podcast. Now, according to the lawsuit, Shannon and Chad made claims that the woman Jimalita, she was married. And her husband was so embarrassed by the Usher moment that he filed for divorce, right? But here's the catch. None of that was true. And Jimalita later went on the news in Chicago and made it crystal clear that she's not married, she's single. But she said the rumors were definitely damaging. I mean, she even said she reached out to Shannon Sharpe's team and asked them to take the episode down or correct the recording. You feel me? But nothing happened.
It was like magnetic, and he smells like vacation.
Why did he pick you?
Well,
Why not, Larry? Why not?
One of the young ladies was telling him I'm a retired homeschool mom and that this should be her moment, not hers. And the lady was from the UK, and he said, well, come on over here because I just finished homeschooling my daughter who finished all her studies last year.
Oh, yeah, she has a doctorate at 17.
At 17, yes, ma'am. And so he brought me closer, and I locked in. I brought out all the Broadway magic that I had, but it was easy. He has a magnetic personality, and I'm really excited about this opportunity because now the Harold Washington is getting a lot of play. People are following things that my daughter is doing, but with that does come some ups and downs.
Oh, yeah.
So I first saw this on X. Somebody shared the video and said the description of the video was that, like, this woman, her husband divorced her because of her connection with Usher and everything else. So that's just completely not true.
That is completely
just to get that out there, because a lot of people are seeing this video in that context.
Completely false. I am single. I am a retired homeschool mom looking to expand the arts here and across the pond. I am single. You got a cherry? Give me a jingle. Who knows?
She's got cherry.
Look, now fast forward to July 25th, 2025. And Jimalita files a lawsuit in federal court seeking $20 million in damages for defamation and emotional distress. And she says that Shannon and Johnson didn't just make a mistake. You feel what I'm saying? They ignored the truth and continued to push a narrative that continued to hurt her reputation.
Now, right here. All right, Shannon Sharpe, Chad Ochocinco, and Shay Shay Media being sued for $20 million by the woman over here who went viral at the Usher concert, okay, for getting rizzed up by Usher here. She claims defamation and emotional distress. Now, for those that don't know, the woman suing, her name is Jimalita Tillman, I think that's how you say her name. So she is suing because she said that they allegedly spread false claims on his podcast that she was a married woman whose husband filed for divorce after she interacted with Usher at the concert. Now, if you recall, she did go viral a few months back after, her and Usher, Usher was going around doing that little fan engagement thing, with the cherries and all of that shit. And so she says that they made false and defamatory statements saying that, she was married and that her husband was filing for divorce due to her participation. Now, she said that she ain't married, nor is she currently going through a divorce. Now, here's the thing, right? Is she entitled to something in this situation? I guess. But here's where I don't know, what she's thinking, right? At the end of the day, this was a public concert. Everybody in the world saw this, right? You participated in it, right? You could have told Usher, man, get the fuck out of my face, right? But you participated in it. Everybody and their mama was talking about this. Now, I don't know her, right? She could not be married, right? She could not be going through a divorce. And if that is the case, obviously, yes, she should, have a problem with it, right? But listen, I don't think she know who she trying to sue, okay? Because Chad Ochocinco is not giving you anything, okay? He ain't giving you nowhere close to $20 million.
Now, here's where it gets even messier. Your boy Shannon Sharpe just got done dealing with a whole $50 million settlement involving a whole other separate lawsuit. You feel me? Involving sexual assault. We all pretty much know about that. And I actually made a video about that, an episode about that back when it happened. That episode will be in the description below. Definitely go check it out. Now, that's 2 lawsuits in one summer. And a major fall from grace from a man who was just at the top of sports media just a few months ago. And not to mention that he just got dropped by ESPN. You feel me? And all this chaos surrounding Shannon Sharpe is pretty much overshadowing his brother Sterling Sharpe's Hall of Fame moment. And that's probably what's breaking him the most. You feel me?
Before we get started, obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week. And really, the only thing that I really ask is guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really want it to be about him, and I want it to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. And so, as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, he said, bro, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. I'm your big bro. I'm going to love you regardless. We all make mistakes. And he says, bro, I love you. So I'm done with this. You're done with it too. Move on. And I really enjoyed my time at ESPN. It gave me an opportunity to bring my audience that saw me really just grow. They saw me, Lakers in 5, and they saw me say all these analogies that my grandparents gave me, and I was able to bring that to ESPN. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But I just wished, of all things, like I said, hey, they did what they felt they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. But I just wish, guys, this thing could have waited until Monday, because I hate the fact that I'm overshadowing my brother, the first 2 brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And this is what the headline's going to be for the next couple of days. So, bro, again, I know you told me this, I don't have to apologize, but I'm going to do it one final time tonight, and I won't apologize again. I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. That was never my intent. You've been my hero. You've been my role model from as long as I can remember. And I apologize, and I thank all my fans for supporting me when I was at ESPN and every place that I've been, be it Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, Undisputed, ESPN. Thank you guys for your support.
Now, let's not overlook who Jimelita is, because she's not just some random concert goer. She's actually an arts executive, someone who works professionally in the cultural space. And that means she got a reputation to protect. And when your name starts trending for all the wrong reasons and people start calling you the cheating wife from the Usher concert and you're not even married, that's a problem. And this raises some real questions about podcasting and media responsibility. Sharpe and Chad was reacting to a viral moment, but that doesn't mean you get to throw out unverified gossip like it's a fact, especially when the person involved speaks up and tells you that it was false. Now, to be fair, sometimes co-hosts crack jokes and everything without malicious intent. But if you're running a media company as big as Shay Shay's or Shannon Sharpe's media company, and you got sponsors, followers, and millions of views, you got to make sure you check the facts, because it's not just smart, it's legal survival. Now, I want to hear what y'all think about this situation. Do you think Shannon Sharpe will end up settling again? Do you think Chad Johnson will distance himself or double down? And how do you think this will affect Shannon Sharpe's future in media? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. And if this video resonated with you, go ahead and hit that like button. Give me a thumbs up and also subscribe and hit that bell notification for more episodes. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Peace.